Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thank you so much for joining me today. Right now, we are on Alma, Missouri, and I have just purchased this cow farm just outside of town, and we are going to do a farm build on it today. So, if you kind of tuned in to the last episode, I told everyone I was selling the farm that is the first starting farm that they give you when you play on this map. And today we are going to be building a farm here on this corner cattle farm. So my idea for this, obviously we're starting over, and my idea was obviously to kind of start fresh and get to something new. However, always passing through this farm, I really liked that you could have cattle in this field up here. They would also appear over here, which right now there's only like a few in here. And then on the back side, there was like another pasture that was kind of connected in, went through the trees and like kind of back up here, up by the mill and then back behind the store. So I always thought that was really cool that the map creator put that in for this farm, and that was part of like my jealousy that the starting farm did not have. And I looked at expanding the starting farm on the other one, and I kept coming back to, what about if I just moved over here and did a series over here? Now I know there's been a handful of people on different channels that have put out just great episodes and great series on owning this farm. So I thought, well, why not? And kind of put my spin on it, so to speak. So today I'd like to do a farm build on this map and get going with this. So I'm in our build mode right now, and I do not want to get rid of any of these fences, and I know I cannot get rid of this brown barn, as we'll delete that pasture in the different areas of this map that I want to keep. So I would like to kind of change this barn out, but I'm going to leave it because, like I said, I like the different cattle pastures that it puts kind of throughout the map here. I think it looks really cool. So I'm going to keep that. And then I am going to put a different barn in right here instead of this brown one. So we'll sell that. I'm also going to put a different barn in instead of this metal shed. I did not use the metal shed on that starting farm at all. So if you saw the last video, I kind of talked about it, but I thought about leaving it, and I was like, I didn't even use it in the last one. So I'm going to put in something that I would use. So I'm going to sell that as well. And then we'll go over here. I'm going to sell these farm decorations because we're going to put some buildings and stuff over here, and then I'm going to sell this small shed as well. Okay, so there we go. That's what we're left with: house, pastures, and first cattle barn. And I think that's fine for now. Okay, so right there in our side by side, let's run over. I do have a forestry machine here, and let's delete this tree right here. There we go. And then let's go back here, because I've had an idea for some different sheds. There's one in particular that I just downloaded and I'd like to use, and I know it's probably gonna, I mean, it's as long as that metal shed, so it comes all the way back here, but it's a little wider, so I know this tree is absolutely going to be in the way for sure. So let's get rid of that one. Oops. There we go. A little bit of a stump left there. Oops. Let's get rid of that stump. There we go. And then while we're here, we might as well just get rid of some of these smaller trees. Just to kind of open it up. But like I said, I can always come back and do some of these, you know, later if I would like to. Kind of open it up more. You know, I don't mind some of those trees because, you know, your cattle would be underneath there and get some nice shade in the summertime. There we go. That's probably fine for now. So we'll leave it like that. And probably just leave this park back there. Okay. Let's get into our build mode and let's add this shed right here and let's add a shed right here as well. So let's go down. And I was thinking of adding something like this. Nice large open door. I think that would work really good here. So I know I can't delete that white fence, so it's gonna kind of stick into my barn a little bit. That's okay. And then kind of line up that other fence over there. There, I think that'll be really good. Yeah, so we have access into here, and then I can still kind of park some things on the side, which I think is perfect. Okay, and then let's get another one in over here. Now I had an idea for this one, another mod, and I'd like to get that one in here. Oh, perfect, it looks like it'll fit here, and got rid of those other trees. Okay, so let's just kind of straighten it up, line it up, and I can see that fence on the left is going to go into the barn just a little bit, and that's okay. There we go. Something like that. I think that's the same color. Yes, it is the same color red. Just in the shadow, it looks a little darker than the other one, but that's just with the light on it. Okay. So we have this cattle barn here, and I would like to keep that. Now I want to add another one, and I'd like to add other animals as well. To kind of keep me busy, and unlike the last series on Alma, I'd like to get a little more going, and more going right away too. Alright, so this one by Pleasant View Farms is awesome if you haven't used it before. So I'm thinking of using it here somewhere. And I've done enough like custom farm builds with this barn. And I know he saw it on one of mine, but I feel like I've never played with it. And I'm like, why not? It's an awesome barn, and I should play with it. So I feel like this is the time. And I still like playing on Alma, and I still want to get to some of these other fields, and I'm like, well, I'll just sell that other farm. We have some money now, and let's put it in there. Okay, so I'm thinking, when I was talking with you, I'm thinking this. Now I can see that I'm going to have to do some leveling in here for sure. Yes, I am going to. But I like this because then I can still use that drive. Now it makes it a little tighter in the back behind by the fence. But if I put it this way, that also works, but then still I have to do some leveling up front. You can see it's up higher. But yeah, I've been really wanting to play with this cow barn for a while. really. And Pleasant View, he did just awesome job, and really, I think still on Mod Hub, for console players at least, this is the only one with like an actual milking parlor, which I really do appreciate. So, all right, well, let's place this here for now. I know I'm gonna have to come back through and do some leveling, and I know that's gonna take away a lot of money. So yeah, this in the back here has to be smoothed out. All of this, that has to be smoothed out, and then you can see this has to come up here in this corner. This has to come up in the front. And then, yeah, that's still enough room for what I'm gonna do. You can still get through there. And I think that'll work. Yeah, the doors, you can get in there. But yeah, I've been really itching to play with that barn. I put it on enough maps now, so it's time. It's time to play with it and have some fun. All right, let's go over. Oh, animals still. Sorry. And let's go down. I thought about this wired chicken coop, and I've used it a little bit here and there in a couple builds. I really do like it. It's pretty realistic. You'd have your chickens in that little coop. They could, come out in free range if you open up the door, or say if you're on vacation or you had some predators out or whatever, if you wanted to keep them in, you would keep them in that pen. So I really do like this one. However, I was thinking more of this chicken barn. I know it holds a lot, 500, just because it matches more of the style of this farm. All right, so I'm thinking, oh, land is not owned by you. Okay. I thought I bought this field with my money. I did not. This one I own. Okay. All right, so I'll bring you right back in a second. And yeah, I was thinking of putting it here on this corner. I think that would work well. If the entrance is there, out of the cattle one, and then you could get to the feed, the silo for that. So, all right, I'll bring you back in a second, and I'll purchase that field. All right, I'm all set. I put that chicken barn down right there, kind of coming off of this cow barn, and then you would go on there, and then you have this drive that's going to come around, and then you could get up to that chicken silo. So I think that'll work really nice. I know it kind of cuts into our grass field a little bit, but I do like that, that there's a little more room here that I could expand out this way. All right, so let's continue. So as of right now, we put this American shed in right here, large front garage door. Put this other barn in, kind of matches the style of this brown one. I wish we could put that, there was that red barn from Ravenport that matches, but it's okay. And then we put in this milking barn from Pleasant View Farms, and then we have this chicken barn from the red barn pack. And let's go and continue with this. So let's go over to our pigs, and been wanting to put some pigs in, and I found a mod I think that I'll like a lot. So thinking of kind of placing it here, kind of on a corner and an angle. So the front of it will be this way, and then the back, you can still kind of get to it back there by the chicken silo. And then the front of it will just kind of expand in the driveway there a little bit. All right, so let me place it here. Could always come back and get to it later. But I like it because you can open up these gates, and then these windows here will open up as well. And then to actually fill it, you need an auger to get that feed up. So I thought that was really cool, something unique, and kind of looking forward to doing something a little bit different and playing with that and having some pigs on the farm. Okay, let's keep going. Over here and coming up this side of the path, let's put another like cold storage barn. That way we can put like combines in there, other wagons, stuff that we're gonna need space for later, because we only have 2 sheds up there. But let's add another. So how about this? It's the American Old Garage mod with the stars on it. Sort of matches a little bit shade, different shade of red. I think it'll look cool. Like the stars on it too, gives it that older look. All right, kind of coming off of that drive like that. I think that'll look really cool. And then it'll be practical too, because then you can kind of just swing around, do that loop, and go back out. Okay, and then let's go to silos. And I really like these fermenting silos. Let's put one kind of right here. There we go. I think that'll look nice, kind of right in the corner. That way, too, when I remove this barn and kind of work on the leveling, that'll kind of help me place it as well. All right, so that'll work out. Let's keep going. Any other silos that we would need? Oh, yes. Like a multi-fruit silo. Just an all-purpose. So if we have an extra feed left over, and I think this concrete one would work well. Could use this metal one. Let's do the concrete one instead. So how about right here in this corner? I think that would work very well. Right here on this little patch of grass. There we go. And then over here, silo extensions, because that is our only one for this farm. Let's put an extension over here next to it, and if we don't need it, I can take it out later. But that way, it's right there. And we can put a little more in there. Okay. Container. Let's go in. I'd like to add this, the buying station. Same thing as the last farm here in Alma. Very nice to have, very convenient, even though I am much closer now to town. So it's not as bad to go back and forth, but still that convenience of just going right there to buy something. That's really nice. Oh, probably need a water tower too. I know this one, looked at it earlier before I purchased it. That one needs water. So, yep, there's a point there. Zoom in. Let's put it right here, actually. And same thing, if that's in a bad spot, you can always change that later as well. Alright, let's add just a little fuel tank. Kind of keep all of these things over here. We can drive around and get to that. And then how about a fertilizer tank? And just do one for now. Okay. And then That's good. I'm just looking. I don't think I'm going to put in a shop. If you haven't checked out the last farm build I did in Alma, go over and check it out. I put in a shop just because it took so long to go over to town if I had repairs or something, or if I wanted to change something on a vehicle, which I use that a lot, it seemed like. So if I wanted to change tires or engines, like I could just go in there and I was all set. I don't think I'll need it here. Because I'm just right by town, I can just drive over. Okay, so I think for now that looks really good, and for my needs and what I would like to do on this, pretty practical. So we have our drive here, comes up, we have our milking barn here, then change the 2 barns that were previously here. Then we have our cow barn. I want to keep that one so it keeps the pastures. And then we have a multi-fruit silo, chicken barn, extension silo over there. We have pigs, which I'm very excited about. And then that kind of loops back through. We have a couple other utility containers here. We have our other silo here for getting some chaff, getting silage, and then we have another cold storage barn. Oh, I know what I want to do. Okay, so let's go. So in the last episode, there was one thing I really did like using, and it saved me a lot of time. It was this, the TMR mixing station. Instead of using the wagon, which in previous farming simulators, that's what I always used. But I'd like to use one of these, and I think I could just place it here on the back side of this. Now I might have to delete this and come back through again. But if I just placed it kind of back here off of the barn, I might have to slide it down. But yeah, then I could come through and place my hay in there, straw and silage, and then super simple to come through here, get my TMR mix, and then I can go into this barn and or this barn. I think that'll work really well. Yes, perfect. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Okay. And then I think I'm good. It's really just then putting in some of the finishing touches and like putting some bushes here, kind of cleaning up the landscape. And then obviously this barn, I can definitely tell I'm gonna have to do some major work here on leveling. And then I might even have to move this fertilizer container back a little bit, and then kind of making a drive up to here as well. And then this way, kind of making some paths through. Okay. So I'll probably work on all that later, but I'm very, very happy with that so far. I think that'll work out really well, and I'm excited to kind of be, moving the farm and everything over. Now recently I just purchased some new fields as well, and those fields I also did sell. That way I had some extra money, and then I can kind of move forward and buy extra fields that are closer by this farm. So here's just a quick tour really quick, driving around there side by side. As I hit the roof line there. We have these couple cold storage barns, our water tank, And then that gate that goes up to our front pasture. I think that looks really good. Keeping all that. Keeping our brown barn here. There's our gate that goes into there for water. And then looping around, we have our TMR plant. Nice to use that again. Nice to have a little bit of storage right there on that brown barn. Our silo, chicken barn. And then this way, our pigs. And we'll kind of clean that up around it. And then our storage containers here. And then one more storage right there. Excuse me. And then our fermenting silo, and then this pasture to get into there. We'll leave all that, and then I'll have to move this grass back a little bit, open up our drive. Okay, I think that'll do it for this farm build here, and I'll put in some of the other touches. Like I said, adding some of the finer details. I'll fix this barn here with the leveling and try to get that as best as I can, and go from there. So once again, thank you so much for joining me today on the farm here in Alma, Missouri, and hope you stay tuned for this series here. I'm really excited about actually playing on this farm and getting to utilize all the possibilities, because you can even expand into this field. There's plenty of room, and then you can keep going into this area as well. So really excited about it. I really like how this turned out. I like how it's kind of condensed and everything's kind of, close knit and kind of fits together really nicely. So thank you again for watching, and have a good one. Take care. Welcome back to the channel, Farmer with Nick. Thank you so much for joining me today on the farm. Right now, I would kind of like to show you some of the finishing touches I did on our farm build here. And just get out of our pickup here. And then I would kind of like to show you some of the equipment that I purchased so far as well. So first, I'm going to get into our farm build here. And I just want to show you some of the little things and touch-ups I did off camera, just to kind of finish up that build from last time. So here, kind of just made this a nice little grass patch for us. I did put in a windmill here. Thought that kind of was a nice touch, and I think it gives you $5,000 a month, if I'm not mistaken. So the big one I wanted to show you was our cattle barn here. So I did a lot of deleting and then leveling and then deleting and then leveling. So I got it pretty good. You can see it comes up flush to this first door here. I got this up nice and smooth as well. And then our corner here also took some time, but I got that in, and I kind of extended the driveway a little bit, had to move these back. However, then this side also is level now as well, coming out of this corral. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. It took a lot of time just trying to place that barn. However, in the end, I think it's worth it because I'm very excited. I actually get to play on the map with this barn, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. And I mean, even though it took a while, and then like kind of smoothing this out, I had to take out this TMR plant a couple times, trying to level out this area. However, yeah, I think in the end, it's completely worth it. I'm really happy with how it looks, and I'm really excited, like I said. So that is that. That was the big one. Took me a while. I kind of extended the road here a little bit, and this grass, I could not get rid of it. I think it's from the trigger on the barn here. And of course, wouldn't you know it, that last time I placed the barn, I forgot to delete all that grass, but it's fine. I can still drive through here and then make it pass. So I think it's okay. And up here, I didn't change too much from our build. Just kind of added some grass around here. Added some bushes around the backside here. And then same thing with this red barn here. Added some bushes around it. And let's go over here. So I added a drive like this way into our next road here, and I added a drive this way to go straight. So I think that looks much better. I tried to mix that gravel color from the map maker's Celabuki's first design. So I think it came out okay. I mean, it's not a perfect match, and that's all right. And then here is our pig pasture or slash housing, and I think this turned out really well. So I kind of added like a little pad here, because if you remember in that last video, if you've ever played on this this pig pasture here, you have to put an auger in to even get the feed up there. So then I was like, oh yeah, I'll put a little pad there because that's where that auger is going to have to sit. And then I kind of just put some bushes around it just to kind of soften the fence line. And then I've been working on here, putting some dirt around the back side as well, up to our drive. So I think that turned out really, really nice. I'm happy with how that looks. And then around here, this is pretty much the same. And then we're back to our first storage up here. So let's hop out of that and let's get into, I don't know where our side by side is. I'm gonna scroll through everything here. There it is. I knew our side by side was around here. So first, let me show you some of the equipment too I've been working on getting for the farm. And oh, that's right, you can only open it from the inside. There we go. So I've been working on obviously getting some equipment. It's very nice and convenient to have the farm so close to the store. I really do like that, because obviously on console we can't just, you know, purchase it and then have it delivered like right here in front of me. So that saved me a ton of time. And if you ever have time to check out my other farm build here on Alma, the custom farm build, I made that farm on the opposite side of town, but in the same aspect that it's going to be much closer. It's easier to get equipment than that first starting farm. So in here, I just have a spreader already, and you probably noticed maybe that field was white back there. So I did throw down some lime already, and then here's my tedder. So I just placed that in there. And then around side, I have a manure spreader that I have not used yet. And then I have another tank here that can be used for milk and or water, but a small tank. And then in here, and I really like this mod shed. It's really, really cool, especially on the inside with those lights, and the wood just looks really sharp. I like it. So in here, I'm planning on keeping most of my tractors. I'll say most of the tractors. But on this right side, we have mostly John Deere. And then this left side, I still have to fill up and get some more tractors, obviously. We have some different ones. So just kind of going through. The first one here, it's the, I think it's the 54.3. Oh, it's so blurry. My apologies. Yeah, I thought it was. even though the number on there says different. And then over here, it's the 4320, and I really like that one. It's been fun kind of getting the farm set up with that and bringing stuff back and forth. I really like that one. Then here, I just got a little 5100R and using this for mowing. So I tried out that side field, and I have like the Lizard like sickle bar mower version here. So I tried that out. It was pretty fun. I liked it. So I have like the double bar in the back. But back here, I actually did get a sickle bar mower in the back here, just the one side. So I thought, well, that's cool. Like if I have the time and I just kind of want to sit and mow a little bit more. I mean, yes, obviously that takes more time with only the one bar, but I don't know. I don't mind it either. So something a little bit different. In the last Alma series, if you watched, I had just a regular mower deck with blades, and I used that exclusively. So just trying to change it up. So I really like this, though. That was pretty fun doing that. So you'll see that again probably in another episode, doing some hay. And then here's that forestry machine from earlier. I just kept it over here because I'll probably have to take down some tree lines and cut into fields. And then over here we have our row crop John Deere 7810. So I really like this, and I haven't used it yet in a series, but I really like this tractor. Really looks cool. So I have that. And I have an orange tractor over here. I got the Chalmers, so on the 7080. And on console, I think there's really not many options. So I got this one. It's listed under the medium-sized tractors if you're looking for it. But yeah, another great tractor. It looks really cool. So I'm excited about using that one, especially. And then my last one over here, and ran that right into the back wall, is the International here. And you can see I have a bale spike on it, the loader. So been using this one also a lot, and I really enjoy this tractor. I put the extra power on it as well. So it's the 1206 diesel one. Really cool tractor. So I'm excited about using that. I did use it for some of the cow stuff. That was kind of getting them set up, and what a fun tractor. Really cool. All right, so let's hop in our side-by-side and let's go for another quick tour, see what other equipment I've been buying. I have this little feed wagon here. I'll say little, even though it has two feed chutes, but it only uses one. So I've been using this for the cattle so far. And right now, I only have cattle in that brown barn. That's it. Obviously, yes, I'm going to just buy some cattle for the barn to my right here. And we'll get going on them. Then here's our chicken barn. And so they have like an inside pen here, which I do like. And one thing I've never mentioned on the channel is I do have my own chickens. And right now I have a roughly, I think it's like 30 to 35 birds. So not that many. Typically, we usually run here around, like, I want to say like on a rough estimate, like 65 birds. And we have ducks here as well. So, and that's just a little side hobby, but yeah, I've never mentioned it on the channel, but I've always wanted to put some birds back into my channel, kind of make it mine. And I never got to birds on that first farm, and I thought about like where to place them. And in the end, I was just like, I don't know where to put them. And that's another reason besides just the cattle area. I thought, yeah, let's put a chicken barn in, and I can finally have some birds on the channel. So you can see here the floor. Here's the wood floor. Then in here I did my best with leveling, but I'd have to go down a little bit further. So, and I just left it and then just painted over it for now, because I'm like, oh, that's pretty close. You can see that roosting bar, or the perch there coming down. That's pretty close. So then I just left it. I'm like, I'm not gonna mess around anymore with it. So we'll keep going here, and then here's our pig area, and I'm really excited about getting back and doing some pigs. And for them, typically when I do pigs, I just buy the feed. I don't know about you. I know you can feed them a lot of different things, but just to save time, like, I'm probably just gonna have a handful of pigs in here, let them reproduce, and then sell them off, and then let them reproduce again. I mean, that's probably my plan with them. So I'm not going to worry about like mixing the perfect feed for our pigs. Unlike the cattle, I will worry about that. So in here, like I said, I have the top open. I have to get an auger still for that. And then back here, you can open up the gate, which is really nice. You can open up these windows, get some ventilation through. And then here's their grate. And then when you put straw in here, I know it probably fills up this grate. And then same thing, you can see how close I was when working on leveling this area as well. However, I was like, oh, same thing. I have most of the floor uncovered. It's just a little bit. And then I didn't want to like keep going into the road. So that's kind of why I stopped a little there. So same thing as the chicken one. I mean, it's close. I know it's not exact. And I'm one of those people, I like to be, exact with a lot of things and get it nice. But then I was like, well, I don't really want to mess with the road level here. I want to be able to drive through, and it's nice and flat still. So that's kind of why I stopped there with the leveling, if you're wondering. Okay, and let's hop in our side-by-side again. And so I did do that field up here. You can see I did cut it, and then I did ted it, and then windrow it, and then I did harvest it real quick, just to kind of try out some of my equipment. In the last series, if you were watching me when I was doing the hay fields, I was always using that loading wagon to get the grass off, and then I would just place it in the grass dryer. However, for this, I want to kind of get back to doing some bales. That's kind of my bread and butter. That's kind of what I might get back to. But, I just thought, well, might as well try the loading wagon method. Why not? And I did. So now I know. And then here's our cattle barn over here. And you can see that level, like I talked about, looks much better. So I did a lot of time working on this and correcting it and trying to get it to sit in nice here on this spot. So I'm really, really happy with it. And then I worked on getting the back of this level as well, and you can see I got that out of the area here where the straw is gonna go. So very happy and very excited to use this barn. Like I said in the build, I think I put at least in a couple of my builds in Pleasant View, commented on the one, the American Falls one, and I was just like, yeah, I really like to just play with it and actually use it. So I am, there we go. And I looked at, in the other starting farm, I tried to look for a place to put it, but just couldn't find a place where to really expand it. So here I am on this farm and buying it. So in here I have a combine already, and then in the back I have an 8R John Deere. Yep, no, 410 8R, and I got that to run our drill and our planter. So for most of the stuff, I kind of want to be using that smaller equipment, get back to doing that. But then when I get to some of these larger fields, I did want to use something with a little more power, I'm going to use that. So over here you can see, been getting up our equipment. We have the windrower. Here is our baler, and then there's our seeder / drill, and then we have a wagon, loading wagon here. We have our header, and then we'll go around, and then here is our planter. I'm pretty sure this one, yeah, it does have the fertilizer tank too. So there it is. There's our tour of the farm / equipment tour. And like I said, I'm really excited to start playing on this and trying out some new fields here on Alma. The last time I worked those first 3 fields, I mean, more than a couple times. And then I started to expand. I got to the other side fields. Oh, and you can see there's some hay bales on that wagon still. But like, I didn't expand as much as I wanted to, and I wanted to get to more animals as well. And then I thought, well, where am I going to put these chickens? Where am I going to put the pigs? So I'm really excited that I made the decision to kind of sell that equipment. I mean, financially, you see, we are very well, right? You know, we have $5 million now. So the plan is to keep that money up and keep working the fields, keep adding to it, and then obviously keep adding equipment, because I know I would like to get more tractors in here and keep adding to our fields, and then get all those cattle going too. So that's where I am at. Thank you again so much for joining me right now on the farm, kind of seeing the finishing touches to my farm build, and then stay tuned for some more videos when we're actually kind of working, and I'm just gonna purchase some of those animals, get them in the pens, and kind of go from there. So you can see I have a trailer up here already. That was to save time a little bit on transporting some of the equipment back and forth. So all right, I'll let you guys go there, and thank you again so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great one. Take care. Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thank you so much for joining me right now on our Alma, Missouri cattle farm, or dairy farm, I should say. And you can see I put the update in, and now we have a red house here on the farm. And before it was white. I don't mind it. And I mean, run into the trailer. I could always change it, but for right now, I think we'll keep it as is. And then, if you've also done the update, you'll notice on this farm, it is not a brown cattle barn anymore. It is also red, and I really like that. It matches the Ravenport barn. So yeah, I like that. Looks really good. And I know it's a different shade of red than that other brighter red off to the side. However, I like it. I think it looks good. So right now I'm actually working in the fields, getting some hay out of there. Let me kind of just take you around really quick. In here, I changed out some of our cattle. In here, I have, I think it's 100 of the heifers in this barn right here. And then we have our chickens in there, roughly, I think 60. And then over here, I purchased 2 pigs, and we have our auger over there set up, and I left that tractor just attached for now, a little easier than moving that. And then in this barn is our main cattle, and I just put in the Holsteins only. And for this, let me double check. I think we have, yep. So in the old one, yep, we have the 100, and then we have 50 in this one. Yeah, so that's what I did. And those are all milking age cows. So we'll be able to profit from their milk pretty soon. So let me kind of turn around, and I am actually right now, if I go to our map again, I am out in, oh, there we are, these backfields right here. So I actually worked on, I go to this, field 39, that's all harvested, 37, and then I'm on 38 right now as well. So my plan is to get all this off of the field here before winter, and for this playthrough series, I have it on 2-day months, and then I also have seasons on for this one as well. So just something a little different. That way, you know, sometimes I might get the crop off, sometimes I might not, and we'll just kind of see. So up here, I think I was in, yes, this field right here. So yeah, I was windrowing up here, and just have a little bit more. You can see I've been working on it. And then over here we have our tedder, and then I should have, I made one pass. There it is, it's way up here. Let's get up to this tractor. I'll make one more pass, and then we'll probably just hire a worker on the rest of this field and see how they do. So I like how these hay fields are kind of connected. A little bit different than that starting farm, but I've been enjoying playing on this side of the map so far. So if you remember from the other video, this is like the lizard mowers that I'm just kind of trying out. I do like them. I think the sound is really cool. If I stop talking, you can kind of hear them. Yeah, so it's really neat. I think the sounds are really neat on these. So just make another pass really quick, and then we'll just hire a worker on this field. But yeah, I really like how these hay fields are connected, and I don't think, I mean, could be wrong, I don't think I'll be able to get another cutting before winter hits. So, I mean, it's already September here, and then, you know, we'll be into October, November, maybe that field start growing, but I doubt it. And then I know we'll probably have some snow by the time December hits on this map, so probably won't get another cutting at all, unfortunately. But I want to get as much off as we can. So for our pigs, right now I'm just buying their feed, and that's all. Nothing special. Not growing their feed and doing that. Then with our cattle, I am planning on, like I did in the last one, being able to grow and produce all their food. So we'll use all this hay, obviously, and then I want to get some corn for them. However, I looked on this this map, and as of right now, there is only one field to buy that has corn on it, and that's over by the starting farm. Actually, the very first farm that we sold. So there's no other cornfields, and I think by the time I would plant a new cornfield, we're gonna have snow by the time it'd be ready to harvest, or even, you know, get it off as chaff. So I don't think it'll actually work. I could be wrong, but I don't think it's gonna be ready to go in time. So with the cattle, I mean, I have the one milking barn that is gonna help us produce some milk, so we should be able to get some money from that, but we might take a hit through the winter on this with our cattle. So that's one thing. Then the second thing, our chickens. With our wheat field, I didn't see either. I saw an oat field, so with the chickens, trying to feed them as well, we might take a little bit of hit, but mostly bought laying hens as well, so we should be able to profit from them for a little bit, even though it's not much. So I'll probably end up same thing with them for now until we get our fields really established. I probably just end up buying their feed, which is not the end of the world. That's what I mean with my real life chickens. That's what I end up doing anyways. I don't produce their own feed and do all that. I just buy it. So I figured that's what I'll do. The pigs, probably, for sure, I'll just keep buying their feed. But then, yeah, like the cattle and the chickens, I would like to make their own. Alright, I think that's enough kind of going around there. So let's turn that off. Oops. Turn that off. And then let's go back to that big straightaway, and then we'll set this up for a worker. Then I have that other mower over there ready for tedding. And then finish up windrowing that smaller field. So yeah, like I said, my plan is to get all these fields harvested here before winter hits. And pretty sure these trees are in the way. We will not be able to get another cutting off of these, unfortunately. And then I'll kind of just see where I'm at with being able to expand the farm and purchase some more land here too. There we go. So got them going here. All right, and let's go back. Just leave this tractor here for now. And let's jump over into this one, the Chalmers I have out. I really like this tractor too. All right, and turn on windrower. Let's lower it. So I've almost finished this small field, and it does connect in. And I'm pretty sure other people have probably done it too. Take out some of those extra tree lines there, and you're able to open this field up a little bit. All right, just want to lift it there. I know you wouldn't drive over those rows again. We're almost done with this. we go. Yeah, so after I get this finished, I'll show you kind of what I was thinking to open this up, just to make it a little easier for some of our passes for next season on the farm here. Let me make it past winter. All right, this should be our last pass here. Oops, miss some a little bit. There we go. Great, not too bad by my standards, I guess. Trying my best. I just did a couple passes around and then went up and down. So if I get into, go in the build mode real quick. So this small field that comes off of the farm from that pond, I would like to connect it into this field that comes up to the road. So there's road access, which I do like. However, I would like to take out this tree line here. That's what I'm thinking. And then you can make those longer passes up and down, which I think it'll be a little easier. So I thought about connecting it into these other fields, but I don't think that needs to be done. So, see where that worker's going. Alright. So I guess they're skipping all that. They're just jumping over. Alright. So anyways, yeah, coming back to this, I'm thinking connecting this small field, which is field 37, up to this one. And then this other grass field, I like how we have our back road to it, but there's no access unless you kind of drive through the pond. So I kind of want to make a drive or open this up as well. That way you can kind of get into it. And then this tree line I'm going to leave. And then, like I said, I think that's fine. I'm not going to cut over into that field either. I guess that's just what I'm thinking. So, let me get out of here and let's get into our other tractor. Let me do a quick pass around. I know I'm missing some here. And just fly with this tether here. So I'll kind of do one pass around and I'll wait for them to be done mowing, but let's get this around here. Yeah, I really like this mower. Just looks really nice. I did take off the front loader on it with the bale spike. And just straight up and do just a pass going back up to that drive coming into this field. Yeah, so when I thought about where to go, I had some other maps in mind after I sold that starting farm a couple weeks ago. And I don't know, just kind of kept coming back to this map. Alright, so I'm going to turn off the tedder now. So we got that patch that I missed. I'll come back through and get that one on my own, I guess. And still a big patch right in the middle as well. Come back for that. So I thought about other maps, where could I go? I thought about, like I said in that video, if you haven't watched it, the farewell video, like could I add on to that farm, kind of change some of the layout, and I thought about some other maps and just kept wanting to really just play on the Alma map still, and just leave this tractor over here for now. Yeah, what a cool looking tractor. I really like this one a lot. So, yeah, with this map, I've really just enjoyed it, and I just wanted to kind of try some different fields, and then obviously get to some other animals as well. And then I'm also playing with different criteria as well. I didn't play with seasons on in the last one, and then I'm playing with 2-day months for this, and I'm playing at 5 speed as well. In the last one I played a little slower just so I could get things done, but yeah, just a different change of pace. That's what I thought, really. All right, so I'm gonna hop over, grab another tractor, and get that starting that smaller field, getting that baled up. And I think I'm gonna use this one, our 7810, another medium tractor. I like this one as well. This one's a little bit different than what I've used in the past here. And there we go. There's our baler. Probably don't need my lights on here as it's 11:38 in the morning. Alright, so let's take this out to those fields. And then this hayfield here on the left, it says it's ready, which I know you could harvest it. However, I know you can wait till it gets to that next stage. And the other fields were at the higher stage, so yeah, I'm absolutely gonna wait on that larger field and do that later. I'm pretty sure we can get that cut before winter here, even if it is in October. So, all right, let's get this over here and start baling up. And probably, oh yeah, I have to move that. Other tractor's in the way. Get over to that when I get to it here. we go. So if you remember from the last series, I more or less just used the forage wagon and collected it that way and dumped it off, which is fine. It was just something different for me. But then for this one, kind of wanted to get back to doing bales and everything. That was my goal. Yeah, I'll have to move that other mower over there. Or that, not mower, but the other tractor, excuse me. Alright, so I'm gonna continue just working on this, and then I'll bring you back when I have the field all finished up here. So I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so I just finished up baling up all of that hay, so it's all set. And our other worker is, yep, over there in the 5100R, just kind of finishing up. I had to reset them a couple times off camera, just finishing up the cutting over there. So let me just do one more pass with our tedder here, and then I'll probably do the same thing, let a worker go on it, and then windrow it. Then we'll kind of see where we're at here. I know it's kind of getting later in the day here in game time. See if we can get it windrowed here, and then might have to come back before dark, or after, and get it baled up, and then I'll probably just continue working on the other fields, like I said, just to kind of get them cut, obviously, before winter. And it's a bummer that there's not any more cornfields to harvest for our cattle, even though I know technically you could use like different things. You could use grass and other things to make your chaff and your silage, but I don't know, I just kind of like using the corn. Same thing like with chickens. I know on Farming Simulator you can give them different things, but mostly it's wheat, depending on what mod you're using. However, in real life, I do not feed my birds wheat. It's more of a corn-based layer mash that I feed them. So it's fine. It's just how it is. But yeah, in the game, I prefer using corn for this. That's what I would like to do. Uh-oh. Of course, I forgot this side. Again. Second time. It's just how it works sometimes. Yeah, so I found some other fields that I would like to purchase next to the farm. I'll just fold that up for now. And I'll probably leave this out here in the fields because the other ones are ready to go. But I found some other ones that are ready to harvest here before winter hits. And I'll probably just buy them, harvest them, obviously. I don't want to just get rid of the crop. Might as well get the money off of the field. But it's not personally what I would plant. But that's okay. It's always that first year when you're starting to farm up on the game and it takes a while just to get established and to get your fields really kind of going the way you want them to, I feel like. So, all right, now I'd like to get them going on that straightaway over here, and then once they're done, see if I can get this into rows here. But same thing, like on the game, I know you can make A right away. You don't have to let it just sit there, which is kind of funny. All right. Hire a worker. I know they're gonna miss some over here. Yep. But it's okay. All right. So let's hop over here, and I might not have time for this, but let me set it up. I'm gonna get a trailer ready, and I want to get that tree, those trees kind of removed. That way it's a little easier to actually access those other hay fields for later when we get back. So let's at least set this up. And then I know when the next day comes too, I'm pretty sure I can double check. Yeah, both cow barns need feed. Yeah, pigs. Yeah, they have a lot of straw in there. They should be good. And yes, our chickens will need some feed too. Alright, so let's get this set up. Even though I might not get to it here. And gotta open up. It's not that one. Nope. Oh. Let's see. Now I'm lost. That's that one. This is the trailer. There it is. Open cover. Alright. And let's go and get our forestry machine. And I know there's an attachment you can get to just put it on the front of your tractor, the Tree Be Gone for council. And I've had, success with that, but I've had better success with this one. So I keep coming back to this mod when I want to get rid of trees. Alright, let's get up on here. There we go. So this should be close cover. It's gonna hit it. Oh, perfect. And strap it down. Okay. All right, so let's take this out there, and yeah, my plan is to open those fields up. And if you've played on this side of the map, you can kind of let me know, but I'm pretty sure I've seen other channels, and a lot of them have made access. That way you don't have to cut around the farm, go down the road. You can just kind of come through and come by the pond this way. So yeah, that's my plan. Kind of just park it off to the side here and fasten, and Open cover again. There we go. All right. And let's run over here quick. Let's kind of see where they're at. But yeah, this small field, not a lot of bales were made. Let's jump in this tractor. I know. Let's fold it up here and get through. Oh, there it is. Is that worker done? Maybe. Yeah, it looks like they're done. Alright. So I'll probably just finish this up off camera here. And then, like I said, same thing. I might just get this into rows off camera as well. Alright, lower tether. Turn on tether. But I do like how, I mean, it does go very fast with this. This was the tether from like the ultimate mowing package mod. And you just cruise around with this thing, which I like. It saves a lot of time. It's probably not super realistic how fast you'd be flying down the rows. So, alright, well, I'll just continue there and finish up this field and kind of see where we're at and continue our work here on the farm on our dairy operation that we're working on now. So, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I wanted to thank all the new subscribers as well. And thank you so much for joining the channel and kind of following along. I really do appreciate everyone subscribing. It means a lot to me. And honestly, when I started this channel, it was just something for fun. I already played Simulator, like most of you, quite a bit. And I thought, oh, why not just start showing kind of what I enjoy to do. And I really appreciate those people kind of tagging along. And if you haven't joined the channel yet, feel free to. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. So thanks so much for joining me, and I hope you have a good one. Take care. Welcome back to the channel, Farmer with Nick. Thank you so much for joining me. Right now on the farm, it is October, and in the last episode we were working on those back hay fields. Just gonna get out of our our tractor, excuse me. And we were working back here, and you can see I still have the equipment back there, but I finished it up. So it was this small field, and then we had our large backfield here, 38, that I was working on. So I would like to take out that tree line here to get access to 36, and then same thing to get into 35. Before I get to that, though, I do have to feed and see which one it is. Chickens, pigs are all right. I think there it is, yeah. So it's our one cow barn right here. I have to feed really quick, and I'm just gonna grab feed from the container right over here. Haven't started making my own feed in that mixer yet, but that is my plan for the dairy farm here. I'll just use this for now. There we go, and I think Yeah, the feed is right there. Okay. Let's open up these gates. And get them, load of food, and then I'll kind of get back out there. And then I'd like to start working on that other hayfield, get that going. And then I've also been looking at purchasing another spot closer to the farm to get corn in for next year, but just probably gonna harvest what is on there this year, and then in the spring I'll plant it. But let's get them fed here. So that other hayfield took me quite a while to kind of finish up in the back. However, I kind of liked playing with the faster time speed as well. I used to play with like 5, and my go-to was always 3-day months. 3 days to a month, I mean. And I went to 2 for this. I might switch it to 3, we'll see. And then I like having it at 5 just to kind of speed through the day a little bit. So I'm not always in morning, I'm not always playing just in the afternoon times. It's nice to kind of get to the evening and have to play through those late, darker hours too. Alright. Almost through. You can see it doesn't open up that other chute there. Just that front chute here on the wagon. And yeah, that'll hold them for a while. Until tomorrow. Probably. But like I said, there's only, if you watch the other episode, I only have 50 cows in this milking barn here. Close this gate, even though I know they can't really escape. But I have 50 in this one here, and then 100 in the other one. So one thing I noticed, and I did take it out with that update, how the barns and the house changed color. It updated everything, and it even put, and yeah, see, it kind of brought back some of the land in here after I did level it out. And then like I put one of the trees in here again, because there was a tree here the very first time. But for the most part, kind of looking at the levelness of it, it didn't make it too bad. So I did leave it. And then our pig pen here, I did have to come and kind of fix this a little bit because it terraformed a little bit different, so I had to lower this down. As you can see, here's the drive, and then this is lower now, and that was only same thing because of that update to the map. So it kind of just, it changed up the land again back to what it used to be. And then kind of changed my pens, like it kind of messed with the trigger. That straw trigger is, like, it works, but it's just still not the same. So, I don't know. I'll leave it for now. Alright, I don't know where I'm... Do I need this wagon? I don't think... No, I do not need this wagon. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, we'll just leave it here. And this tractor, same thing. We'll just leave it over here for now. Okay. And let's get out. There's our truck. Let's get out to that area out there. I will save my my game before starting to delete the trees, just in case something happens. You never know. But I would like access from the road here. So that's my plan. Then I'll start going on these backfields here. Yeah, and that grass from the last time. Yep. Looks like it's higher, even though it's still, I mean, obviously it's ready to harvest still. Okay. So let's go in here, do a quick save. And then let's get in that forestry machine and start. Oh, is it frozen? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Phew. All right. Let's get in here. So like I said, for council, I've used that Tree Be Gone one before. That's not bad. I've just had better luck with this one in particular. Alright, so let's go in here. Let's get this tree first. I don't know, let's see. Thinking this one, why not? And that little tree, I mean, it's really not in the way, it's just kind of around the pond. I don't know if I want to take out this whole tree line, but even like that, you know, that's plenty to get in and out of this field. Yeah, just one more. Let's do that, and then let's go into the build. I don't mind those bushes there, and I wonder if you can get rid of them. Oh yes, you can. A little bit of grass texture there. Yeah, that works. I like that a lot better, and I thought, well, I could make like a drive in to it if I wanted. There. Yeah, I could like extend the road in, because obviously there would be some tracks. I guess for now I'm good. I won't worry about the rest of that. Like, you know how that path is to the left of me there. All right, so let's get this back up. In the last series, I think I just kept leasing this when I wanted to use it. I'm like, this one I'm just gonna buy it. That way I don't have to keep going back and forth. However, I will say, as of right now, I'm still just in love with this area and how close it is to the store, how easy I can grab all of the equipment and different tools, and it doesn't take me forever to get back and forth. Okay, watch out, deer. And I think it was it this one? No, I'm forgetting. Yes, it is. So you can see back there's all the bales. You gotta go get those. And here's the bales in here. Hey. So yes, there's where we just opened it up. I think that looks much better. And I don't know if we should just do the whole tree line all the way to there, which I'm pretty sure the worker would probably stop in there. However, I could always just, again, plant grass. So let's unfasten, open cover again. I know I could have just driven this over. However, this forestry machine is slow. Top speed. Alright, same thing. Just in case. Gonna save it really fast. Okay. Typically, I feel like on my plays, I don't know about you, if you create bigger fields, I feel like a lot of my stuff I tend to want to leave it as is. Yeah, I guess let's just go. I mean, it'd be way easier than just coming over this little bush pile going out to there. Let's get out and just give it a look. I mean, that's not bad. I really don't want to go into the backfield because this took me enough time as it was, and I'd like just to leave that separate. Yeah, I'm a fan of, like, and the fields around my area, they're all kind of like this. They have the tree lines. They're kind of segmented, from old different pastures. Why is it? Oh, it puts a tree there? No, it is gone. Zoom out. Oh, it's there. Now it's gone. Okay. So yeah, I guess just you take it out. It's such a small little field here. But yeah, a lot of the area around my place here does have the kind of sectioned off fields, and could be because of just kind of like a valley or a marshy area, and the farmer is not going to take the time to fill it in, or old structures are there, different fence lines, and then same thing, they just leave it. I wonder if that tree should probably go. It's going to be like right in the corner of the field, and I'm going to get stuck on it, and or a worker every time. Yeah, so here, like, and I'm not like a huge person that always, like I said, creates their own fields and wants to do that. But yeah, I could see plowing this middle part up and then just extending it to the back here. Or you could kind of make this middle part, actually that wouldn't be bad either, make it a path, a road, and you could come just through here and then catch the driveway again, and then same thing, go down and then catch it up there on the left. That's an idea as well, and then just leave it separate. And we have fields around here that are kind of like that. There's like another drive that separates them. So that's a thought I didn't even have until just now. Something a little different. Okay, but for now I'm just gonna leave it as is. Maybe after winter, when I get out here, we'll see. And I know I have to, these grass fields, some of them are saying they need to be fertilized, some need to be limed again as well. And I think, where does that, oh, that just goes to the back part of that other one. Okay, just confused. All right, let me take this up back to the farm. And then for right now, I'm just gonna leave it. Oops, that's the wrong one. Just gonna leave it there. Okay, let's get working on that back hayfield now. The one we just opened up, and then I'll come back to this smaller front one later. And then yes, I gotta come back, grab these bales as well. Let's go around, get a pass. So in that last series, if you did watch it, I was using just a regular mower deck. And then for this one, I just wanted to like try something new and change it up a little bit. So I went to this. Now, I do not think it's as fast. I think the other one went a little faster, like 12, 13 miles an hour. And I liked it because it was just a huge mower attached to the back of the tractor. But as of right now, I don't really mind this. You can see on the turns there, it doesn't like to get the front or that middle part. But otherwise, yeah, I do like it, and I still think the sounds are really cool on it, in my opinion. So for this, I'm just going to do one pass and then just let the worker go on it and see how they do. I'll just check on them later. And then, yeah, I do want to make hay out of this again. So all that equipment that was out, I just left it there from the last episode after finishing up all those backfields. But I'd like to get to some new fields and purchase some new ones and get to, yeah, see on that turn, it doesn't want to cut that middle. But I guess I can go backwards, as you just saw. I can get it that way. Interesting. Yeah, this is cool, and I did not play, if you watched the last series as well, I did not play with the seasons on, but pretty scenery. It's really cool looking with fall being here. I like all those tree colors. They look really nice. Fall colors I really like. And then for trees, the other time I do enjoy is spring as well. Springtime, you get all those nice flowers and different kinds of trees. Very fragrant. And then summer, you just get all that nice green foliage. But yeah, there's like some redbud trees around us that flower nice and pink, crab apples, some dogwoods that flower and look really nice. Some other serviceberry trees. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of springtime with trees. All right. Just gonna get this last little straightaway here, even though I think the worker would be fine because all those trees are out now. It's just bushes. It's not gonna get stuck in any of those. But I'll just get it. Okay, and then I think I'd like to start them on that far side, straight ahead. So let's actually just go up to there. And then I'll let them go. get that little patch. But yeah, cool animations on this. You can see that mower if I kind of zoom in. It's got some dirt. I don't think that's rust. I just bought these new. The paint's already chipping off. Yeah, what cool animations on it. Yeah, I just want to get a turn on it. Okay, yeah, and this is the straightaway. And then let's go on to some other stuff now. But I'll come back, work on the other things and the baling and all that good stuff. Okay, there we go. Worker should be all set. Okay, so we're back at the farm. Oops. There we go. And so like in my last series, I have this TMR mixer, which I really liked. Thought it was much easier, like just for me personally, to be able to get all that in there, mix it up, and not have to worry about getting the right ratio. And I used to do that in the older farming simulator ones, but I like that a lot, so kept that. Alright, let's take out this hay wagon. I got the, oops. Just smashed right in the barn. And I have another one right there to our left. So I was just kind of trying some different ones, but kind of like this one. And I think I don't want to get too close to that silo trigger. I think it will take them. I think that's what happened. And I lost some bales. So I'm going to kind of go, there we go, to the right here so I don't go over them. I thought they disappeared. I got some manure in that milking barn back there. You have to take care of that. Let's take this out here. And then I'll probably just come back maybe and fill it up later, but at least to get it out here for now. Yeah, I like that access there, a little more open. Oh, the worker's all done cutting grass. Perfect. Alright, let's get them out of this field at least. One bale size at a time. I'm pretty sure they're the same bales. So we'll get those. Try by this one up here. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. Why are they... Oh. Transporting position. Okay. Well, I'll come back. Maybe I'll go drop those back off at the farm and then load it up. But I'm like pretty positive they are the same, because I just did that one front field, which was by the farm, and then that was it, you know. All right, is this worker gonna go if I just press? Yes. Okay, just needed some encouragement. All right, let me take these back to the farm, and then I'll come back out, and I guess, and at least when I get these out of the way with all the equipment that I'm kind of driving around these bales with. So, all right, I'll drop these off and see you in a bit. Okay, so I went and unloaded that wagon with the handful of bales that were on there, and took them back to the farm and just put them right into the TMR mixer, and it took them. And then I came back out here, and everything was fine. So I don't know what that was about per se, why it would not accept them. Kind of at a loss. I don't know why, and just emptied it and then came back out, and working fine now. So just loading these up. Yes, this is a auto load wagon. However, oops, not getting that one. I do like this one a lot, and I had another one, the John Deere one, back at the farm that I was kind of messing around with as well. So it does. Oh, there it goes. I took it. Yeah, I'm only at 71%. So actually, I think I'll probably just kind of finish up here. I was going to go forward and grab another farm and start working on that. However, I'm probably just going to want to continue working on that hayfield. No, it won't take the... There it went. I think I can get one more in the back. I'll continue working on that hayfield that I started with the other tractor, and get one more in here. And then I think I'm just going to come back in another episode and grab another piece of land and start working on that. So I was actually planning on doing a little more. However, it's just how it is, and just couldn't get to everything, which is okay. Oh, and then I missed that whole patch. I didn't realize that. Well, at least I have put all that hay on the ground. Well, that's what happens when you play Farming Simulator and it's in the dark there. Alright. We're at 100% now. So, yeah, I'll take this back. I'm probably just going to put this all in the mixing plant there. And then I'll just come back out, grab the rest. And that way, like when I can start getting the chaff going and I can start harvesting and getting some corn, then I'm all ready. I have all this hay ready to go. So as you saw, to start, I just bought the TMR. I didn't even try to make it on my own for this season. Yep, our tractor's doing really well out there. Yeah, that worker looks like they have, yeah, awesome. A little over half. Cool. All right, so I'm going to take this back, and I will probably see you guys on the next one. I'll probably continue finishing up that field there in front of us, and then I will start to expand the farm and get some crops going, or harvest it, I should say, at least, because like I said, I'm not gonna be able to get any crops off the field here before winter if I do plant them. Just wasting our money and our seed. So thanks again for joining me, and I hope you guys have a great one. Thanks so much. Take care. Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. And you can see we are still working on some of our hay fields, and there's workers right now working over there. So I purchased a new piece of equipment that I like to show you, and I'm going to let those workers continue working on our hay fields. And over here, we have a worker cutting this other front field. So on our map, let's go up here so you can see we have actually 2 workers working on field 35 and then 36, someone cutting. However, today I'd like to get to something a little new and gonna have to keep working on our hay fields. 36, I still have to get to that field, but it's kind of nice to get these back fields all taken care of here this fall. So I'd like to go up to, let's see, oh, here it is, field 27, and let's purchase this. So get in our pickup here, and let me take you to the store and show you what we purchased here for the farm. And I have my other tractor here in the way, but I'm just gonna leave it there on the driveway. So I'm gonna cut through our grass field. And this is kind of like my little shortcut. So our farm's back there to the left, our dairy farm. I'm gonna go up this way, and did I pass it? Yep. Probably thinking, oh yeah, what a shortcut. So I actually been kind of doing this the last couple times when I have to go to town. I just cut through here at the propane tanks and then come up. So here is our brand new purchase, as you can see. I purchased a John Deere Combine X9. So I've never actually used them before. Let's get out here. However, I usually just use the smaller combines, and I usually just run 2. But I thought, you know, let's just try one of these. They always look really cool. And I don't know, I always kind of wanted to run one, so I was like, oh yeah, let's just get it. I know financially, as you can tell from the series, and it's because of the build that I just gave myself the money. But at the same time, it's like, well, maybe I won't like get bored with the series either. So I'm not really worried about money as much as I was in the last one. But you know, it's just a game and just here to have fun anyways, to a certain extent. So it's okay. I'm okay with it. So let's get over to that new field that we just purchased, and I would like to harvest that here. And I did not want to go forward into October, just for the fact that I think after that it might be withered, and then I won't be able to get the crop off of it. All right, there we go, and I knew it would snap on. Okay, so let's go take the combine first, and I'll come back for the truck. I have to like run down the road here. So I didn't bring anything else and no one else to pick me up after I take the combine down. I know you can, I think you can attach these to the back of the combine, but I thought, well, it'd be a little more realistic and take my pickup and go down. So I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, this one by the car wash here. Now, this is what I'd like to put a cornfield in. That would be my plan, but for right now, I'm just gonna harvest it. And yeah, it's the sorghum. So that's fine. I'm just gonna harvest it and call it good and sell the crop. So that's my plan. So we have all those other workers doing our hay for us. And it's kind of nice. You can set those AI workers if you do your couple passes and then just call it good, especially because sometimes it becomes monotonous. You're doing that same task over and over and over again. So like I said, I wanted to purchase this field. I have my eye on a couple other fields that I'd like to expand our farm with already. And I'd like to do that, honestly, before winter even hits. That way, when spring returns, we can just kind of hit the ground running and go forward with, planting corn and maybe getting, watch out for that person, getting like some wheat in, getting some soybeans in, some different crops, oats maybe. But really, it's for corn and maybe getting some beans in and wheat, like I said. So I know by the time I put those in, it's not going to let me be able to harvest them, or I could, and I'd be doing it in the snow, which is obviously not realistic at all. But I know it's a game, so if you wanted to harvest them in winter with the snow, you could do that. Yeah, up to you, really. Okay. So the one thing, I don't think it's a real big field. I think should be able to get most of this in the combine. We'll see. I mean, the one thing I did not do, and I do not have, is a way to transport any of the crops. So, I mean, maybe once I get this worker going, I might hop over and pick up some way to transport these around. So, but I know it's kind of getting nightfall here, and like I said, I didn't want to lose all this crop because there's been a handful of fields that I've been looking at, but I didn't harvest them, or sorry, the computer didn't harvest them. And when I went to the next month in October, I saw they were already withered, they were done. So even if I wanted the field, I would just have to plow it. So I figured, well, why not? Let's just get this. And then in the spring, I can come back to it. So yeah, I'm at 13%. I might be able to get the whole thing. But even so, you'd want to be able to transport it then afterwards. But yeah, what a cool combine this is, and what a awesome header. That's just huge. Oh, there you go. I missed some of our crop right there. Oh, even right there as well. Come back and get that. I know I'm not as good as like driving in the cab with this, clearly. So I'm missing more. Oh my. Okay. There we go. So if you remember, I do actually have another combine on the farm over there. It is an unrealistic combine. It's one of the Colossus ones, and I kept it at, I think it's like the same type of header as this, but you can go at 30 miles an hour if you want. But that's not the combine I always want to use. But if I wanted to do a field quick, I thought, well, I'll just keep it there. But that wasn't my intention on using that one all the time. It was actually to use something like this. I don't know, it just looks so cool. And then with those fall colors in the background. Yeah, that's just so neat looking. But yeah, this is not a crop I would typically put in. I mean, from our area, we would not see this kind of crop in our field, so typically, yeah, in the game I would not put this in either. But you can kind of see it's getting dark here, and I just wanted to harvest this, and then I don't know, maybe I'll get to plowing this before winter, or tilling this up. And if I guess I don't, that's all right. Just do it in the spring and call it good. But yeah, we're at 64%, so all right, I did one pass. Let's move over a little bit. And then yeah, I'm gonna have to get something here to transport. Alright, so I'll hire a worker there so they stay straight. Okay, let's go and purchase. Just gonna get some carts for right now. I know they might be too small, but if we're just transporting close to the farm and back, let's get one of these. I think that's fine for now. And let's change it to not orange, like a red. Yeah, I think that looks good. Something like that. Okay. Purchase 2 of those. All right. So I'm going to go grab a tractor. Oh, see, I knew that was going to happen. Yeah. So I'm going to go grab a tractor and I'll be right back. And I'm going to load up those grain carts really quick. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, I just picking up our carts and went and had grab a tractor from the farm. See, I need to wash it here. Looks pretty bad. But it's one of the things, it's like, well, yes, I can wash it, but then honestly, after a couple fields and stuff, it gets dirty again. But it shows too that, you know, you're playing the game and your equipment's, you know, not always going to stay clean. And I like that. And they're probably too small for this job. However, for some of these smaller fields, I would like to use something like that. So for now, we'll make do with them. And like I said, I'm going to sell this crop off anyways. And then if I was playing further on the map, maybe I'll get a trailer with a semi too. Alright. So let's swing through here. Yeah, this combine's cool. Yeah, probably not the right size with this little tractor, but I don't know, I kind of like using the small equipment around the farm. I think it looks, and it actually fits with the farm area. Alright, so I had to jump over here really quick. As you can see, this worker was stuck. My other ones were all done as well. So now I'll just drive them off to the side. I'm going to come back probably second half of October. We can get the rest of this field all set. So now you can see up here, here's our front field. This is all ready to go. Looks great. So I finished this up All right, and let's jump over here. Our combine should be back here. Unless they said they were done too, which I know is not true. All right. Now we're back. And jump into our combine here. It was stuck on a tree in the back. And it's getting late here, so I would like to get all this off of the field before we go on. So we have our grain carts up there at the top of the field, almost full. Alright, so I think they were kind of back here. Yep, here they were. So like I said, they finished up those other fields, which was awesome, with all the hay. So I don't have to worry about that. There we go. Now they're all set. And let's jump over. There we go. And now we're back in our tractor with our carts, and let's just go sell this off really quick, and then we'll come back and should be able to just have one more load to take in, which really isn't too bad to use these types of cart setup. And then, like I said, if I'm on a bigger field or further away from the farm, I'll probably grab a semi and a trailer. And if I'm closer like this, I think these are fine. I'm okay with these. And then I can utilize the small tractors as well. Alright. So I'm trying to finish all of this up here before nightfall. I had those other workers stuck on the hayfield, and combine was stuck in the back. Like, everything happened all at once. That's what it seemed like. So that I'm like jumping around trying to get everyone back on task and whatnot. All right. Should take it here. There we go. There's the first one. I'm making quite a bit of money here, so that's good. Might be able just to make what the land was for, which would be great. Got 27,000 for that one. And this one's a little bit less. And then we'll hop back out there. Should be able to finish up, get the last of it off the field. And then, like I said, I'll worry about probably tilling that in later. Yeah, I like this setup as well. So let's get back out there and kind of finish up this field. And kind of wrap up this day on the farm here, and then we'll kind of get into the second half of October. And like I said, I have my eye on a couple other fields I would like to purchase in order to get ready for winter. And then I'll have to fix the combine up here too. I'm pretty sure they won't get everything, so I'll have to get the last couple passes on my own, which is fine. Now that the hay fields are all kind of wrapped up, should be good. Oh, there they are. Alright, so let's jump in there. And I'm probably just gonna finish it out here. And they're at 74%. Okay. I don't think there's any more crop up here. Just a little bit I see it. Hard to see with those shadows. And then it was this stretch right here. There we go. Now it's going again. And then a little bit to our left. So look, I said before, I kind of like playing on like the time speed on 5. Otherwise, I feel like sometimes you never kind of get to nightfall, and you're always kind of in the afternoon time, which is okay too. But like this, I don't know, it's really cool too. So, just something a little different. Kind of finish this up, and then I think probably call it good for right here. So, we have those bales to pick up that you saw really quick. I have that other front hayfield all cut, at least. So I'll have to work on that next. And then I think it's just the big hayfield kind of behind the farm that's left. So I feel like I made quick work of all of those fields. Sort of, I guess. I mean, quick work is a relative term, but I think I made quick work of it, and I like having some of this bigger machinery combined with the smaller stuff. I think it's pretty cool. Alright. Of course, I parked way down there. Go unload this quick. Oops, there, now I have it. There, it's filling in. It's kind of weird how the animations stop there for a little bit, then they continue. But I've had some of those carts and different wagons and whatnot that don't even show like anything in them, like when you're just looking at it, I guess, even though like on the bottom right hand side there is like a percentage and there is stuff in it, just doesn't show it, which I always find interesting when that happens. All right, I think we're back here. And I think this will be the last couple passes, and then call it good here with this sorghum field here. Alright, probably gonna go around first on the left. And then should be just one pass down the middle, and all set with this field. So I'm glad I purchased it, and like I said, I was kind of getting scared with some of the other fields I was looking at. I was like, oh, I could grab that one or grab this other small field to start, and then by the time October came, the crop was already bad on it, which I could still get the field. It was getting a small field, but then also being able to get the harvest on it quick before it's gone too. So not much daylight left here. but we made it happen. Made some really good progress. I'm happy that we got all those hay fields kind of going, and I've been loading them up into that TMR mixer plant, like I said, so we have plenty of hay in there as of right now, and even though it doesn't look like a lot, I feel like we have plenty in there, and then we can continue with probably getting corn in there, and hopefully next season here I can not have to buy the cattle feed. That would be what I would want to do, kind of like I did on the last series. I was able to do it all on my own, which I thought was really cool. I think there's a little bit there to the, yeah, there is a little bit to the right still. Just really hard to see it with the nightfall and the shadows. And I know I could also just go to the main menu there and see too on the field if it's harvested or not, but I like to just look as well. Kind of my thing is the same thing with going around on my pickup and like actually going and seeing the fields, which I know I could just go to the map clearly and save myself a lot of time. But it's one of the things. I mean, everyone's got their own personal preference, I bet, with what they like to do and how they like the farm as well. As you can see here, like, I don't think I've done any real productions on my channel yet. However, with my dairy farm, once that gets into full swing, and then I have more eggs with the chickens coming through, I might. However, right now I'm just having fun, still playing with just doing regular traditional type of farming. All right, so that is it with our sorghum field. Awesome. So I'll let you go there probably, and I'm gonna get all this kind of packed up, put away. I gotta get this header back to the farm now, and got to go get our grain cart, sell the rest of this off, and I'll continue there. We still have to work on our hay fields. I'd like to purchase some more land here before winter, like I said, and we'll go from there. So thanks so much for watching this episode and tuning into the channel. I really appreciate it, and hope you guys have a good one. Take care. Welcome back to the channel, Farm with Nick. Thank you so much for tagging along with me, and I am back on Alma, Missouri. It's been a while, and you can see it's December and I have a lot of snow already, so I have not bought winter equipment. However, let me show you. I think, yes, all the animals. Well, the pigs are okay. But yeah, the cows, they need some food, some water, and the old cow barn. Yeah, so it's been a while since I played on Alma, and since I put a video out on it. Okay, I still got out of those. Let's see how I do here with all the snow. And like I said, I have not bought any winter equipment. Honestly, I wasn't planning on doing any snow plowing. Just kind of trudging through this map, or I guess I could can you give me the trigger there? Oops. Or I could just fast forward. That's why I couldn't think of a fast forward time there. But it's almost 9 in the morning on the game here, so let's get these animals fed. I'm pretty sure I have 2-day months for the Alma. I know it's been a while since I played on here, but at least feed them here and kind of talk about the Alma map, and kind of might just put a bow on this map until FS25, which I know this was the first map I really started playing on and recording, and I know a lot of people really like it, so I'm assuming, like, why wouldn't they convert this, you know? So Buki did a great job, and I feel like you'd want to convert this one, hopefully, for FS25, and it'd be really cool to play this map with all the new features, and I would definitely come back to it. And I know I kind of bounced around on a couple different maps, the Texas one and Stone Valley. However, I would come back to the Alma one for sure. So let's see, this is the old cow barn. Yeah, it's 11,000 liters. So yeah, we'll get another wagon full and feed that other side there. And I know if I don't plow this, it's going to be really hard to trudge through that snow. I'm just assuming it's not going to let me take this 4320 through the snow like this. Oh, that's cool. There's snow in the other stall barn there. That's neat. Yeah, typically I don't play with snow and all that stuff. Oops. There we go. Didn't get the trigger. But yeah, I haven't... My plan, obviously, was to make total mixed ration and get it off of the fields, but... Whoa, we're sliding. I'll be able to make that. Straighten out a little bit. See me sliding around. Cool. Go open this gate and open this one. There we go. So I'm trying to play more too without the help windows on and the triggers on, but even that, I mean, it takes a while to get used to the mods, to get used to where those triggers are. I know I'm not just right into the water. I know I am not perfect by any means. It takes me a long time, it seems like, to get used to a certain setting. You're gonna watch me struggle here. Get that tire around. Oh, now I'm hitting the roof line there. Oh, I'm stuck. Yeah, I'm stuck. Good. Oh, great. Alright. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I guess I should plow. I should plow this. Sliding all around. My. Oh, it gave me the trigger. Must have just felt bad for me. Well, I did not expect the snow to be so treacherous. treacherous. Can't even say it. Alright, so at least I give them some. So I have 16,000 liters on that one. And then pig should be okay. Yeah, chickens should be okay till next month. And then who needs water? Oh, it's the old cow barn. And then straw. They have some. And then other side needs some straw. Okay. I'll kind of finish up this and then kind of talk about this Alma map. So some of the great things I liked about it, I mean, look at the scenery, the textures, awesome. Fields were great. I loved some of the irregular field shapes, and honestly, even if I don't tape myself on this, I think I'll still kind of play it just here and there. I really did like it. I really enjoyed this map a lot. So that's why I can see myself coming back to it for FS25 if it is available. Now, would I build the same kind of layout? Maybe not. I played more on that starting farm. However, in the end, I really liked this one. Probably even more, in my opinion. I like how it was a smaller farm, just kind of condensed. And slipping and sliding around here now. Do a spin out. There we go. Alright. Watch me struggle with it and drive it over here. So the farm itself, just kind of leave it there. Oh, who needs water? Oh, it's this one. And I believe the water trigger is up here. Is that cow was like stuttering and gliding along. Oh my. Right there, I have a water tank. I think I could just use the side-by-side. Just hook it up with that. I like this one a lot. I know I used the main starting farm even more. I liked how I had 2 cattle barns. I really liked how the pens were open as well. I thought that was really cool. I had like that T-post fencing and everything. Very, very neat. And do I have a water? Maybe I don't. I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I played on this. Maybe I do not. Water. I thought I put a water tower back there next to the barn. Huh. I guess not. There's not one over here. And I put a little bit of water in. Wow. Who knew? Yeah, I guess I do not. I thought I had one up here by the barn. Oh, I guess you need to watch me do a little build, which is not much. Put a little water tower down then. Let's use this. Man, I could have swore I had one, but that's fine. Just use this one. There we go. Yeah, and I really like the layout of how I had this farm. So that's why it's so tempting to come back to it. And maybe it would be different too. I don't know. It's pretty good just to get some water. field or grass right there. It is. Oh, there we go. I took it quick. Alright, so let me just kind of loop around here. And come over here and get to the build mode. So, I really like this layout, like I said. I like how you could see the cows right here on the left and the right. I loved the proximity to town. I thought that was amazing. And I liked how like simple it was, and then you could really add, and a lot of different channels made some really cool builds on this, so I really enjoyed them all. I really like this little open shed here. I like how I put Pleasant View's farm or barn right here. And then I had the double cow barn too. And then really I kept this one. I changed the color. Pretty sure I did. And then I know I added this barn, which I liked in proximity. And then I used from the red barn pack that extra chicken one, which I kind of like how it attached into the rest of the field here. And then I used the small pigsty with that auger attachment. Yeah, so I'll let you guys go there. Thanks for kind of tagging along here on Alma again and seeing what I'm up to. It's been so long, it seems like. And if I don't play on this again, I could see myself kind of stopping by and trying it again, definitely for FS25. So I'll let you guys go there, and thanks so much for tagging along, like I said. Hope you guys have a good one, and take care.